Hello, my name is Anis. I'm from UM and I'm studying chemistry. I have a question for Mr. Chu. If we are created in the image of God and supposedly God is a man, so we the women are created in whose image? Men and women are different in terms of image, right? So do we have different status, women and men? Because we are created in the image of God and God is a man, so are women and men in different status? And then you said that your son reminds you of yourself, so you love him. So how about your daughter, your wife? Don't you love them the same way as you love your son just because your son looks like you? So that's all. Thank you.
Sorry, I don't really want to monopolize the questions, but
it's okay. You're the famous one here.
Okay. May I say this is a gender issue? Okay. So being a gender issue, got to treat carefully. My daughter will report back to my wife. Okay. When we read the Bible in the scriptures and we read the original language, it is something like what Brother Shah said about understanding the language of that time. And when they say man, did they mean only the male or did they mean man and woman? So the verses that talk about the image of God, He made them both man and woman in His image. So man and woman each equal before God in terms of image. So the differentiation becomes in roles. So there's a difference between intrinsic value, which we define by both men and women are equally in the image of God, equally loved by God, because both are made in the image of God. That's intrinsic value, inherent value. How are we supposed to go down in society? What did God say, for example, in the home, in my family? Who is the head of the home? Those things, again, when we look at scripture, as far as we can gather from what was taught, we will believe that I am supposed to be the head of my family. It doesn't mean I don't practice democracy. I may have a veto power. Okay, so we would then have decisions to be made, and I would then have to exercise my leadership because we remember Spider-Man, with great responsibility, power comes with great responsibility. So you have to exercise that leadership and practice that. So the roles become differentiated. Okay? But we are both male and female, made in the image of God, which is what this is. Now, just to differentiate, I'm not sure whether my sister just now was using the language in a certain way. I do not say that God is a man. Okay? The Bible, like what Russia is for example, God is not given to any gender. Okay? But for convenience and for the way the culture was, the gender we use the word he, but it doesn't mean you say that God is male or female. Okay? But the role he practices, he says, I'm your father, it suggests a gender role. Okay? But it does not affect who he is in terms of, you cannot define him in terms of gender. Yeah. So I did not say God was a man. I said God became man. So there's a difference. For us, when Jesus Christ, the man, came, it was God becoming man for a purpose, to fulfill a particular task that God wanted him to fulfill. Right? So God is not man. That's not the term. Thank you.
Brother on my left.